Hi, everybody. I'm Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I am located right outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients are literally all throughout the United States, and that is because immigration is a federal practice. So that means that no matter where you are located, we are able to help you. We are able to help you with your immigration application, and that can really be, anything any kind of immigration application. So, for example, we have. Sorry, I'm getting a little error message here. I hope my TikTok friends can see me. So we're streaming live on both Facebook and on TikTok right now. So feel free to hop on either. Our handle for both is at Agarwal Immigration. So it's essentially the same on both platforms. So Agarwal Immigration is our handle. And make sure if you want to get notification about when we're on doing this immigration Q&A, just make sure to like the Facebook page. You might even want to follow the TikTok page or both, just so you get notification and you are notified every single time that I hop on live, because it's not always, unfortunately, as much as I would like it to be, it is not always at the same time every day. So I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. Here is an opportunity to ask your immigration questions. So if you have those one-off immigration questions, feel free to type them in and I will do my best to get to them and to answer them. We have a number of people on here today, so it's nice to see you. Again, anything that we talk about here, it should be considered general legal information. Okay, we're going to do our best to answer your question, but because I haven't had a consultation with you and to give you a legal advice specific to your case, right? Because everybody's case is different. I can answer your questions generally, but if you want specific legal advice specific to your case, make sure you call our office to schedule a consultation. We have a number of people on here. Hi, Raj. So essentially, the way a consultation works. So many people put off scheduling a consultation because they either feel like they need to gather a bunch of documents before they take that step. They feel like they need to get everything they need before they book this consultation. So the important thing to remember is when you do a consultation, usually it's general information. Most of what we need to know is something you're already going to know. Just generally, how did I enter the U.S.? Did I have a tourist visa? Did I enter illegally? What are my immigration goals? What am I trying to do? What type of work do I do? What company wants to sponsor me? Have I been out of status? Those types of questions you are going to know. You're going to know. So basically, the consultation is going to be conducted by phone or by Zoom based on your preference. I prefer Zoom because I like to see my clients. I like to I want it to be as much like a conversation as possible. It's no big deal, though. If you want to do it by phone, we can definitely do it by phone too. And essentially, we go through your immigration history, your immigration goals, and we give you a process and options. So we'll outline the timeline, we outline everything that's involved and what to expect. We answer your questions, we ask you a bunch of questions. So usually you don't need documents, really just yourself and a willingness to kind of move forward and see what options are available for you. Okay, again, if you're just joining, my name is Pratibha Agarwal. I'm an immigration attorney. I am located outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients are all over the U.S. You can work with us no matter where you're located. So if you want to have a conversation about your case, if you have specific questions about your case, don't hesitate to call us for a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. I'm going to go and start answering some questions, you guys. There's so many. Thanks for joining. Again, we're streaming on both Facebook and on TikTok. All right. Hi, Neil. Hi, Themen. Hi. You guys know what I'm going to do here. You know the drill here. Hong. Hi, Vakash. Themen says, hi, sister. How are you? Hello. Nice to see you. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Zina. Hi, Dom. Hi, Dream. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Artie. Artie says, hey, and I'm missing a question here. Dom, I think Dom Nola says, I'm on an F1 and one of my neighbors wants to adopt me. She's 70 years old and she has no children. Okay, so I'm assuming your neighbor maybe is a U.S. citizen or something, right? And they might want to adopt you. But to qualify for immigration benefits, there are certain rules with regard to adoption. So you can't just adopt an adult and sponsor them. You have to have, depending on how old you are. I don't know how old you are. You have to have lived with them. The adoption has to occur before age 16, I believe. I don't know this off the top of my head. I think it's about age 16. And you have had to have lived with them prior to that age. So you can't adopt an adult and then sponsor them, unfortunately. But you may qualify. I don't know how old you are, but you may qualify. So if you want to look into that more, certainly give us a call. You can call us for a consultation. We're at 703-348-1663. I need to actually ask you a whole bunch of questions about the status of the person that wants to adopt you and all of that. So I can't give you really a full, complete answer, but I'm doing my best based on what I know here from you. Okay? Hi, Diva. Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Serber. Hi. Oh, you said Dom says she's a U.S. citizen. Yes, I kind of figured, given the scenario. But if there may be an exception. There may be certain you might still qualify. I don't know all the details. So if you want to give us a call, give us a call to schedule a consult. We're at 703-348-1663. Hi, Mecha says hi. Hi, Ronnie. Ronnie says, I called, but you didn't answer. So we're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time. So if you call us during that time, you will definitely get someone, usually, unless we're on the phone. So my assistant who answers the phones, he talks to new clients that come in. His name is Brian, you guys. His name is Brian. You can ask directly for him, but usually he's the one that gets the phone for us. And you can you can feel free to let him know your situation and he'll help you schedule a consultation. So if he misses your calls, sometimes we get a lot of calls, and if he misses your calls, he will call you back. Okay, so leave a message. That's the best way to kind of make sure that we get a call back to you. But usually, even if you don't leave a message, he will give you a call back. So if we missed you, Ronnie, I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a mistake. But usually we are there between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern. And we will always call you back if we miss your call. So I don't know when you called, but I hope that you get in touch with someone soon. Feel free to give us a call back if you would like a call. So give me a call, okay? Dom says she's a USA citizen. I think that's right. Diva says hi. Diva, my Hindi is so terrible. I think this is in Hindi. So I think she's saying something that your travel authorization was denied. So you're asking if your immigration is going to be a problem. So it depends on why the travel authorization was denied. So sometimes we do have that happen. I've had a case where that's happened. It was kind of not correct why it was denied. The reason it was denied was didn't make sense, really. So I think we were still responded with something, and we got the green card approved. I'm fairly certain it was last year or something like that happened to us with a client that came to us after the fact. So maybe there was something missing when you first applied for travel authorization. So it just depends. I would like to see your full green card application to see what was submitted, to make sure you submitted everything to show that you qualified. And maybe you forgot something. Maybe something was left out, and that's why the travel authorization was denied. But it doesn't necessarily mean that the green card will also be denied. It makes me wonder what the reason was. So if they deny it, if anytime your case is denied, they normally give you a reason for the denial, right? So the decision will say why it was denied. So you might want to take a look at that. And if the reason they denied it, let's say it's fraud or something like that, if the reason they denied it is something that would apply to your green card, then maybe that could be problematic. Guys, remember that when you apply for travel authorization, it means that you have a pending green card application, right? Many times when you are in the US and you apply for a green card, you also receive work authorization and travel authorization based on your pending green card application, okay? So once you apply for your green card while you're in the US, you will also receive work authorization and travel authorization based on a pending green card application. So that is, I think, what Diva Queen is talking about here. She's saying that her travel authorization was denied, and she's wondering, does that also mean that my green card application will be denied? So my answer to that is not necessarily. It depends why the travel authorization was denied. Maybe there was a document that you needed that you couldn't provide, right? Maybe there was some issue and you couldn't provide that document. But it could be something else. So it's hard to know without knowing what you initially submitted and the reason why it was denied. If you want to call us for a consultation, we can kind of go through those documents with you. Here's a scenario where I might want to look at your documents at or before the consultation. Okay, so give me a call if you think that you might want to talk more about your case. Again, you can call us at 703-348-1663. Damnola says I'm 24. Yes, so Damnola, you need to have your adoption happen before that. Before age 24. I think it's before age 16, the adoption has to be finalized for you to gain immigration benefits from this person. So there may be a problem with your 70-year-old neighbor wanting to adopt you. That's very sweet that he or she wants to try and help you. But immigration laws are pretty particular on that. Okay. Hi, Nimba. Hi, Jesse. Hi. Let's see, Kamal. Hi, Jesse. Okay. Thaman says, sister, I lost my passport, my social security card, and my green card. What do I do? Oh no. So you can, your passport, if that's, let's say, I'm assuming just based on your name, maybe you have an Indian passport, but just call the embassy of the country that you are a citizen of, and they should be able to issue you a new passport, or at least tell you what the steps are for you to get a passport from them. Social security card, same thing. Go to the SSA and let them know you lost it. Your green card, there's also a green card replacement document that you can submit online that you lost it or it was damaged. And so you should be able to get it. So they'll probably check your fingerprints and all of that to make sure you're the right person and it was actually issued to you. So there's no fraud involved. Okay. If we can help with at least replacing the green card, that's the only part that we would help with. I can definitely help with that. So call us. We are at 703-348-1663. Sethan says, I have a green card for 5 years old. If I apply now, how long will it take? So I'm not sure what you mean. I have a green card for 5 years old. If I apply now, how long will it take? I don't know if you're talking about applying for citizenship. So that might be what you're referring to here. So you may be talking about applying for a citizenship. So that usually takes about a year and a half. I would say about a year and a half. Sometimes it's a little sooner. Sometimes it's a little later. It's a little unpredictable because of the coronavirus now. But if you apply for citizenship after being a green card holder for 5 years, it should be about less than 2 years, maybe a year and a half or so. Okay, if we can help you, we do citizenship applications all the time. Call us. We're at 703-348-1663. Hi, Diva. Let's see. Hi, Yashwin. Hi, Thaman. Oh, Thaman says thank you. Okay, you're welcome. I hope that I answered your questions. All right, great. So I wanted to bring up one question that kind of comes up a lot in my practice before I head out. Hi, Ravi. Ravi says he's watching from Facebook. Nice to see you. So essentially, we have a number of clients that call us, and we had one just today that we're working with closely. We have a number of clients that call us because they're married to either a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and they want to get a divorce. They are in a terrible marriage. They feel they're being abused, maybe not physically all the time, but many times emotionally abused. Okay, when they're feeling emotionally abused and you're married to a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, and they're wondering, what options do I have? I really want to get a divorce, but I feel that my spouse is going to call immigration and have me deported. And this is a common situation. It's so sad, but it's such a common situation. if you or someone you know in this situation, we work on these cases all the time. If you or someone you know is in this situation, let them know, please know that there are options available for you to self-petition for your own green card. So the self-petition is based on your marriage to a US citizen or a green card holder. However, you can apply on your own without them even knowing, right? You might not even have to get divorced if that's not in the cards for you. If there's another reason why you don't want to get divorced, you can still qualify. You can still qualify to apply for your own green card. So if you want to get divorced from a US citizen or a green card holder, you still have options. You still have options on moving forward. Okay, for your own green card. So essentially what you get is a work permit in about 6 to 8 months. You get travel authorization also in about 6 to 8 months, and you will get your green card in about 2 to 2.5 years if you qualify. Call us if you think you might qualify. Call us if you have questions or just want to find out more. This is really a great option for people that are in a bad marriage. Their spouse is refusing to help them. They feel they're being abused or harmed by their spouse. As long as they are married to a US citizen or a green card holder, it doesn't matter if you entered illegally. It doesn't matter if you first had a tourist visa and it expired. But if you're in the situation where your spouse is harmful to you, is abusive towards you, you do have options. So give us a call and we can walk you through the whole process. We are at 703-348-1663. Diva Queen says, I'm running, have an I-485 filed and an EAD also, but only the travel authorization is denied. So maybe you didn't check the right boxes because that application is a little bit complicated. The advanced parole travel authorization application is slightly complicated. So maybe, you asked for something that you didn't qualify for, right? So, let me take a look at it. If you want to call us, we're at 703-348-1663. I'd be happy to see what happened. But the good news is if your EAD is approved and your I-485 has been filed, it's likely that there was some just kind of minor mistake on the travel authorization portion of it. Okay, but I don't know. Obviously, I'd have to take a look. Mechef Tapa is asking, which location are you? Where am I located? I'm located outside of Washington, D.C. in Arlington, Virginia. Our clients, however, are all throughout the United States. We have clients from coast to coast, and this is because immigration is a federal practice. So we don't have to be located where our clients are. So if you want to work with us on your immigration case, we only do U.S. immigration law, right? So if you want to work with us on your immigration case, we can help you no matter where you are located. Hi, Steve. Someone, Mechef Thapa says no reply. Is this the reply? I think I just gave you a reply. I hope that was helpful for you. If you want to, Unruly Cooley, hi, nice to see you. If you want to give us a call to schedule a consultation, we can definitely talk through your immigration case. I'm happy to answer your questions. Again, as I mentioned, we're doing our consultations by phone and by Zoom based on your preference. So let my assistant know when you call our office and are booking. If you're on Facebook, or if you're not on Facebook, we do have a link for you to self-book your consultation. So if you want, there's a link on there and you can just schedule online for your consultation. But if you want to call our office, we're open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, but whenever you call, we will call you back if there's a missed call from you. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I hope you had a great weekend and that you're ready to start your week. Diva is saying, can you speak Hindi? No, but you can speak Hindi and I can try to understand you. I think I'm okay at understanding. I'm not great at speaking, but we can make it work. If you speak a language that I don't speak, so I speak English and Kannada, which most of you guys probably don't speak, but if you have a language that you don't speak, feel free to bring a translator or let us know ahead of time and we can arrange for a translator. So we always have a Spanish speaker on staff right now. So if you speak Spanish, we can certainly accommodate that very, very easily. If you speak a language that is not Spanish, we would just need some lead time to bring a translator for you, or you can bring your own translator to any consultation. But if it's Hindi speakers, for you Hindi speakers out there, I understand some Hindi, so we can usually get by between your English and my Hindi. But I do not speak fantastic Hindi. But I can understand most of what you're saying. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.